such a crazy story. But as I was headed in here, I got a frantic call from somebody. They did. They called me and they said, Candace, something very weird is happening. The Daily Wire has sent somebody secretly to record you, an intern, a PR intern, to secretly record you, to catch you in a bad moment, in a bad life.
Wait a minute. What is going on? So the Daily Wire is sending people to record Candace Owens. Like, is this really happening? Like, what? What does that even mean? Like, what? Okay.
Light. And I think that intern's name, no, to be fair, it is never the fault of a person when their employer is sending them to do something that isn't good. But I would really love it if Ariana stood up. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's a little too intimidating.
All right, y'all. So we're going to watch the rest of this clip, but it looks like Candace is saying that the Daily Wire has, sent people to go watch what she's doing or something. So right now she's at a Turning Point event. She still works with Turning Point as like an ambassador, but I guess like a very, very high-end ambassador, because she still gets to have her own opinions, because there's a lot of people who do get fired from the Turning Point, for their stances on Israel. But, that's a whole nother story. So she's still with Turning Point. So, but I will give Charlie Kirk that he didn't, he didn't like succumb to the pressures to get rid of Candace Owens, right? So let's kind of run that back, but let's see. We're gonna look at it again. Let's watch the rest, and then we'll play it again, because I know that sometimes it's hard to hear or whatever. So let's just make sure we hear it all correctly.
For you too, but apparently she got an email at 10 p.m., hopped on a plane, and is pretending to be a student. And so I do just want to say to Ben Shapiro,
oh, what? Okay.
Enough. Come out into the light. Really, come on. Let's do this debate. Stop sending interns to do your dirty work. I don't bite. I'm down for the debate. Charlie Kirk says he will fly you out. He will fly you out next week to Detroit, and we can do the debates on his stage. Thank you, Turning Point USA. Let's take some questions.
Wow. We're going to run it back again, guys. Before we do, please don't forget that the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Thank you all that you do. I really appreciate you guys for all that you do. Algorithm's been acting a little funny lately, but whatever. We're still putting out the videos. Now, coming back to it, so wow. So that's what he's doing. So this is coming, Chief Trumpster put out. And yeah, this is like just happening as of me recording it. Looks like Ben Shapiro recruited an intern to spy on real Candace Owens. Connick gonna Connick. Debate her, stop running. And then, they of course give the credit. I don't know this particular. Oh, they follow me. Let's go ahead and hit follow back. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back to it and listen again.
You guys, the last thing that I am going to say, strangely, this is such a crazy story, but as I was headed in here, I got a frantic call from somebody. They did. They called me and they said, Candace, something very weird is happening. The Daily Wire has sent somebody secretly to record you, an intern, a PR intern, to secretly record you, to catch you in a bad moment, in a bad light. And I think that intern's name, no, to be fair, it is never the fault of a person when their employer is sending them to do something that isn't good. But I would really love it if Ariana stood up. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's a little too intimidating for you too, but apparently she got an email at 10 p.m., hopped on a plane, is pretending to be a student. And so I do just want to say to Ben Shapiro, enough. Come out into the light. Really, come on. Let's do this debate. Stop sending interns to do your dirty work. I don't bite. I'm down for the debate. Charlie Kirk says he will fly you out. He will fly you out next week to Detroit, and we can do the debates on his stage. Thank you, Turning Point USA. Let's take some questions.
Oh my God. I wonder if there's more clips coming out because we know the questions that they are going to ask. But let's kind of talk about what just happened here. So we all know, like, just bringing it up to speed, that Candace Owens was fired and silenced, because that's what I always say, fired and silenced by the Daily Wire because of her positions about what was going on, first of all, in the Middle East, number one, and number two, because of, which I think really number one, of her saying Christ is king. And then obviously, like, certain people like Nick Fuentes liked it and everything else. So, and like, this is what Andrew Clavin said. Okay, it's not me saying it. And so that's why she was fired and everything. So there's that. And then they placed a gag order on her. But the whole notion of, see, the problem that I have with people, right? The thing is, and I believe this because watch, I promise you, in 3 days, nothing's gonna come up that debunks this. Okay, you're not going to hear anybody say that's not true. If it wasn't true, excuse me, if it wasn't true, Candace wouldn't be able to say it. Like, she's not dumb. She knows that before she makes such a statement, she has to have her ducks lined up, you know, her P's and Q's, whatever, however, you know, cross the T's, dot the I's, and everything else. So she can't just come out and say something like that and hasn't made sure that this is true. This is, yeah, that it isn't true or is true. Vetted it. So she has vetted it, obviously, and she said it. So they're going to probably, if anything, people are going to be like, oh, she's just paranoid. She's just paranoid. That's why she's saying that. She's just, you know, paranoid. She's not stupid. She's not going to do anything that makes her look bad. She's not dumb. I never called her dumb. Even when I gave her scrutiny on this channel, I always said her voice was necessary for Black people. Obviously, she stepped into a whole different kind of conversation. And, you know, you're working under Ben Shapiro. So, and no matter how much they say, oh, Ben doesn't own the company, like, whatever. Okay. Like, stop miss me with the nonsense. That'd be like me not owning the company, but I used to own it and I'm the face of it. But see, I can't even make that example because I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't. But anyway, so coming back to the point, my thing is this: y'all have already fired her and y'all silenced her. Why do you guys keep trying to come out with like smear campaigns, trying to find her slipping? Now that's a problem because what you're trying to do is mess her whole reputation up so that she can't work for anybody else. I mean, she's really getting ready to like walk a very fine line. The fact is, she has her new, like, not her new channel. It's always been her channel, but on YouTube, she's going to start making videos out of there, you know, episodes coming out of there. I'm sure it's going to look great, but they're going to be on her like a hawk. I understand. Y'all know who, like me. First of all, again, thank y'all. Please hit the like button, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Because I did over 5,000 is because of y'all, right? But at the same time, it's like, I'm not a million in, and they still give me scrutiny. You guys have seen it on the lives where they'll shut the live down if I'm talking about something that's like, you know, I don't know. I really don't even know, right? So this person, these people, they have connections. And so it's like they're going to be on her. And I just hate that after you guys have already silenced this person, why are you, you know, looking for her to get caught slipping or trying to aggravate her? Like, now it feels like a tax. It feels like persecution, but you know, they're not that important. But I'm just saying, somebody could look at it as persecution and feel some type of way. Right? Okay. So I was like, let me just go ahead. And so coming back to it, let's see. Somebody put, that's crazy. We got the I'd love to do a public debate with Candace Owens if I didn't have a gag order on her instead. And then they put Agent Ben, you know, everybody has this going on. And, you know, this person right here, I actually know this person, and they don't just speak just to speak. You know, this is somebody named Michelle Malkin, who's calling out cancel culture on the right. But wait a minute, she was calling this out in 2020.
Rated by the likes of Ben Shapiro, who can ramble and babble on and on and on and on and on and on about how conservatives are not for cancel culture. You lying liar. You think that I'm just going to shut up about it? You think I'm not going to shut up about the fact that you placed a call to me, essentially threatening me, telling me that I would regret it if I dug in my heels and refused to disavow America First, if I refused to disavow my exposure of the swamp and their hypocrisy. No. 7-8 months later, I have had the most beneficial time of my life in my career. I don't regret a damn thing. And that's what gets under these people's skin.
She's calling out the cancel culture. This person's name is Michelle Malkin. Apparently said calling out, then now mind you, this is from July 7th. Calling out cancel culture king Ben Shapiro, who told me I would regret it if I defended rapers, America First, and Nick Fuentes for exposing YAF, TPUSA, conning Open Borders Inc. Wow, I don't regret a damn thing. Yo, and this is from 2020. She has 1.9 million followers. You know, I'm going to hit follow as well. She doesn't have her face on here. It's kind of freaks me out. Welcome back, Christian. Being early invested in the most base red pill J6 alive. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just kind of like looking at her stuff. But the blackface is like, wow, like she's just retweeting basically the same stuff. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Nick. AppPack will forever be one of my favorite. Wow, this is from 2022. This person doesn't do much on Twitter anymore. I hope they're okay. May the Lord bless them, because it's like the thing is, what she's saying. It's like it can't be like this, y'all. Like, all of a sudden we don't even know where Chick is or who Chick is. But what I will tell you is that the same sentiment that whatever happened, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about it, but I could tell you pattern recognition. It seems to me that they're trying to do something to Candace. And for everything that I've ever, disagreed about what Candace had said, or, wasn't eye to eye with some of her positions, I'm still, I know when to put all that aside. This is somebody going through a journey of truth, getting closer to the Lord, and she's being persecuted. And obviously this is something that's been happening for a long time. While these people were lying to us and telling us that this isn't what they do. It seems like that's what's happening here. But you know what? I support anybody who tries to at least speak out. Even if they don't say too much, they don't say everything, but they don't stay in a box. So that's what I have to say about that. Shout out to Candace for staying strong and keeping her faith. Shout out to everybody watching.